Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Ejeka enjoy. Until I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
We'll see. You have confessed already. And he never said he didn't send the shots to me. Confession is enough. Confession is enough.
Yes.
For a judge to sentence anybody for any crime. They don't even need any evidence. If you confess that I did it, it's enough for the judge to say, for you to admit on your own that you did this, you are liable and you're culpable. And for whatever it is, Adura is accessory after the fact. He had the video for a very long time. Because before he sold the phone to Mohbad, to Damola, allegedly, he has it already. He saw it. So what were you doing with it? Why are you withholding credible information? So they don't know what they are in for. And I look at the young boy, I said, somebody should be held responsible. I will not create whoever took Mohbad's life or who is making a mess. But at this juncture, if the party police will now say, and now we want to find a way to say, no, Mr. They even saw what they did. Like what I'm trying to tell you is that you don't know the meaning of the war because some people already accepted defeat before the war in party started. They thought that was the end. We have a different spirit.
So in addition, Mr. Yomi, in addition to yeah, it's in addition to what I'm about to say again. After that chat alone, that content that says I have a video of how Wunmi pied my brother alone is an evidence. You cannot just because you want to play someone, you want to get somebody money for someone, and you know there is a case on somebody that buy. We are looking for who buy that person. We know that there is a murder case. It's not a case without being someone being murdered. How can you use that one to say you want to use that content to go and get money from someone? It doesn't make sense. It's what happened. They have confessed to. So Nigeria police, hold on to that content of that chat. Use it on whoever they feel that have chatted Yomi. They should hold that person responsible for the buy of Mohbad. That's number one. Number two, what right do those three guys, I still keep on saying this, those three guys inside the car, carrying Mohbad lifeless body on their lap, shouting, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. Whose right do they have to do that? So they have no value for humans' body anymore. He's naked, he has no clothes on.
Justice for Mohbad. If you
in this country, can you do that in this UK? Who the hell are you to carry somebody else's dead body? You are not related to the family. Wow.
Hello. If you want to get justice for Mohbad, we have to understand one thing. We have to follow the path of this new natural lead that the spirit of Mohbad himself brought out. And I can tell you for free, no matter how highly placed or the connection they have with Mohbad, anybody that will do everything to say that this new lead should not see the day of the light, go and mark my word, they will be getting disgraced, embarrassed. They will be some of them will even run mad. Some of them will start losing their children. Some of them will become a nuisance because they still cannot picture it that it has nothing to do with Yomi. It is them, the people that, when they were sending it, they can't even understand. And any reasonable police officer will look at it and say, am I not trying to contend with God? We have been able to do everything in the old original investigation. We have helped whoever we want to help. But if this one will now come natural, if there is anything we have left in us, we should preserve our own life, because when the God that made, or the spirit or this grave that pushed that one to come out, when they turn against whoever, that is when that person will know that Ashe, you don't even have any power, you are nobody in this life. I don't care the numbers. You will see what will happen. Because before God allowed the king of Egypt and the ministers, the astrologers, before God says, I am not a wicked God, I gave you people signs enough, but you are still acting like you are God. Now that you've packed everybody, you've packed all your hams, I'm going to dump all of you in the Red Sea, and you will never be seen again. And that is why the Egyptians we are seeing today, chasing after us in this justice from Mohbad, we shall see them no more.
Amen.
They will be damned and they will be perishing in the Red Sea. That place that they thought there is no way, that panty that they thought it is the Red Sea, that is where they will perish. And that is the end for them. And that is where they will know that when God stands, when God speaks, nobody speaks. And when God decides to write his own pathway and template, you dare not challenge God. But when people are heady, when they think that that is what they want to do, God will tell you, I will not only reduce you to robbers. That will be the least your generation to generation. They will never go beyond this stage in life. You don't know when I am coming. I give you signs enough. They don't know. They don't know. If they know how God operates, because God works in a way we don't understand. They think it is everything. They will say we have power. We will block it. We use Agbára òsì lọ́wọ́ Pharaoh ni. Agbára lọ́wọ́ Pharaoh ọba ni. He was a king. Ọba Bano Gbogbo, he has power over everything, but he doesn't have power over God Almighty.
So finally, my submission is again that please, my viewers, everybody listening here, both home and abroad, let's support Break the Silence Foundation. Please, whatever you have, if it's £1, €1, £2, whatever you can, 2 naira, 500 naira, please, let's support Yomi. He's doing well. He's doing well. He's really happy. The foundation, please support Yomi Foundation. Because there are some set of people.
Mohbad is going to get justice. My NGO will survive. We will do many things.
Yes.
This is what the just people will do.
Yes.
All
So
these
please, public.
they are putting it on the page. Saying money. One lawyer is coming there, is talking about Lion. I said, you are talking about me, Lion. When the client you are trying to defend is trying to steal 3 million from me, using the debt
I am talking about Lion of £200
somebody as Mohbad. I said you lack dignity and your children should be ashamed of you. So people don't think before they speak. He's saying, they said, the worker said, what's going on? I said, what is my own with life? If people choose to appreciate what I'm doing, it's voluntary. But your clients wanted to steal, deliberately to defraud, by using the debt of an innocent man that is still in the morgue. Somebody that is meant to be the brother or the friend. What need to do? I want newspaper here to go away. I know a lawyer. I want so in Bolek baby. I want to only film now.
Mr. Yomi, let me, Mr. Yomi.
Want to get punky.
Mr. Yomi. Let me tell you why the lawyer is talking about your foundation, contributing money, you are looking for money here. They just want to use that to push the public away, not to support your foundation, and then the justice for Mohbad will not be able to be effective. Because one thing we should understand, that you need to go move around. Look at the way you're going up and down to the police station, transport everywhere, and the press conference and lawyer here and there. What did I expect you to use your money to do that? Is it your brother that died? Don't you see the charity Red Cross? We have Red Cross here in UK where we contribute. They contribute to charity to Africa, for desert, those African countries that are poor in that country where there's no water, no electricity. We contribute money. They ask us to pay every month. We put money, subscribe to their charity organization to empower them to support people that are hungry, suffering in Africa. So what is wrong with your foundation if they need to put money there to support justice or freedom fighters? What is wrong with that? And then we have some group in TikTok. Yeah, Mr. Yomi, the justice they are looking for in TikTok. Yeah. Because so if we, I don't understand what is wrong with the NGO, because the NGO is about charity organization. So what's wrong with that? Finally,
thank you.
Finally. Please, one second.
Okay.
1 second, Mr. Yomi.
Good evening.
1 second, okay. What do you want to do? 1 second. Oh, yeah, go on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Just
Should I go on? Should I?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay, then please, everyone, Yomi, thank you so much. You have done so well. God bless you. You have done so well. God bless you. Please just have it in mind that we are behind you. We are supporting you. We stand by you. We're not giving up. Okay. And then secondly, you have really tried a lot. Physical action. They say action speak louder than word. You have shown your action that you are really justice. You have shown it. You have demonstrated. We have seen it. So I don't see any reason of we going back or.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And of course, I have to give kudos to police officers in Zone 2. All these police officers are still under the Inspector General of Police. And at the end of the day, I am still happy that Nigerian police officers, they picked Mohbad's case and they were moving and edging close to bringing justice. And that is, I have already been able to prove that point, that if the real Nigerian police officers are allowed to work, what they do is justice, maintain law and order. And I give kudos to the Assistant Inspector General of Police. I give kudos, of course, to the police officers in Zone 2. They did justice to the case and they were already close before they ambushed them and say, you know what? Please let the people that started the case pick it up from whatever you are doing, please. They are beginning to think, and there are so many complaints coming, petition here and there. Of course, it's the same police who would have loved you. Let's, Oga, don't worry. Let the people that are starting the case, let them do it. And if they see anything, you know, certainly they are the ones that will quickly duplicate it to DPP. So let's leave it that way so that there won't be accusation of bias and all of that. And to God be the glory. And I said, they thought at the end of the day, if you get to Panti, where they thought is the old Panti, they thought this is that old Panti when this case first started. They don't know that once they're now, they are like, they have dignity and they don't want to be pushed into that pathway again. No, not this kind of a case. Any reasonable police officer that have dignity, that respects that flag and that uniform will look at it and say, must we continue to tour the path of blocking justice for this guy because some people are powerful and they want it? Please, like the police officers in Zone 2, they swore, and I am grateful to God Almighty. They said, we will never collect any money to obstruct justice for Mohbad. And that is why they couldn't penetrate them. And that is why they went to lie against them. And now you can see them. They call themselves Nigerians, honest people. They are lying, bribery. Which bribe? Bribe to do what? Which money do we have? Have we donated 20 million naira a year? To look at the work they did. Going with 9 police officers to go and pick these people. When police in Zone 2 went to pick Adura and Damola, what do you think they want to achieve? They want to come and break fast. That's why they go and pick them, Abi. When people are not honest, they will never be honest, no matter which side they belong. People have got dignity and integrity, and they are raised properly. They will look at it and say, for whatever intent or purpose, if they go and pick these people, they are not their children. If they pick Adura and he says, I want to speak, will they stop him not to speak? Because the question is, why did we come to pick you in the first place? We want you to speak the truth. And they said, don't worry, we don't touch your ear. If you don't want to speak the truth, we will certainly find our way to get the real truth out. And they began. Suddenly, somebody ambushed them, and maybe it is even somebody in that same Zone 2 that will teach them and say, hey, I am the only one on your side, because people are dirty everywhere. But I am grateful, I am humbled and honored that they showed workings, and I've already proved to all of you. Anybody saying, oh, Nigerian police are not working, where did you go? That Panti, I went there, and when I realized they're not doing it, I went further and they were doing it. Now they say, come to that Panti, we are ready to do, we now want to work on your petition. And they called me, we want to work on your petition, don't worry. And I got there. I was there. I was not late. And everybody, including other activists, they saw what happened. They know now. One more to share because by now they thought they will be jubilating. Tomorrow it could be that I'll find my way to Abuja and the IG will say, I didn't know that's what happened. Go and pick all of them. Only just to happen they go to Abuja now. And I will start pressing my own button now. At Abuja, at the IGO, at the presidency, at the presidency Gongo, because our presidency Gongo to one day Gongo, all my parasi there. One team over here, one share, one come my parasi there. Can you come and say, back on the clinical issue? You to my over block, I know it's a show over block. Okay, my back to the back back to the shino. What do you want to do? And then my body be told my father, so my you done. Condition when I come. When you call nobody, my coin meeting. You are acting like you are bigger than. Say what position do I? Do you know how many people that have been to that position? Go and check how many people that have been into that same position you have been to that you are using to do everything. Don't come again, come on. Yes, so thank you, Yaduni. Bad. You are fighting for yourself, but you can still fight on. Don't leave us to do it alone. Don't leave us to do this alone. Kobo anybody. You don't want to pardon. I'm not going to talk one day. I'm going to say, I feel you're important in me. I'm buying the social media. Yeah, for a ballet, I'm going to go to Nigeria. I'm going to Nigeria. I want to be. I'm sure àmọ́ lára gidi on sọ fún yàn gbogbo ìtẹ́jú sàláti jọjọ́ yìí obìnrin pé gbogbo owó àwọn tó ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn oògùn míì tó ń ṣe fún yín ní sáìdì bòmí ẹni kó ṣiṣẹ́ èyí tó wá ṣe sọ́nà tàwa ní òṣìṣẹ́ mo wá sí ro pé mo bá dúró tì mí pa ní pé eléyìí ṣé èpẹ́ ìyá wèrè gbàtẹ́ wá bí mi kọ́ jà fún mi èèyàn jà fún mi ẹ ti wá fẹ́ pa màá gún yín lójú o mo bá ti sọ màá gún yín lójú o sọ fún yín ẹ̀gbọ́ nígbà tó bá wọn mú yín padà máa tó mọ̀ torí kò kó yín jẹ mọ́ ma jó káàkiri wọ́n tún mọ́ wọn zone 2 orúkọ mi ló tún pariwo wọ́n tún transfer láti zone 2 lọ sí pàǹtí ariwo orúkọ mi náà ní pẹ̀lú gbé àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà zone 2 yẹn kàn rẹ̀ ní pé kí ló ń ṣe over everything Yomi náà ní ṣé Yomi náà lọ sí pòkú orí kí ló ń dé ìṣẹ́fẹ́ kó mi jẹ ní ìṣẹ́fẹ́ jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ń pariwo mi èmi ò lè jẹ́ ní ìyá ẹ̀wà òkè eré ìgbà tẹ́rán yàgbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ pákéjì lọ sí láti zone 2 lọ sí pàǹtì bó tẹ̀yẹ kọ́ sọ pé ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ́ ló wà ń di ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú lọ́yà pàǹṣùn ẹ̀ máa rí fíìmù èmi ò ń pariwo lórí àwọn yẹn silent ni ẹ máa ń gbọ́ silent prayer kò sáriwo mo ti fún yín drama social media I will go back to my the first setting that human rights ambassador tá a ti jẹ́ a lọ síbi tó yẹ ká ṣe kò sí social media drama rí fíìmù gbà ẹ̀ mi gbọ́ nílé ayé mi àṣẹ ilẹ̀ wà nùgbò tó ń jẹ́ jìn people have been saying it they want me to give up I said I don't know àwọn tẹ̀sí mọ̀ ń sìn kò sí wàhálà ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ kúṣẹ́ o ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ yes o lọ́yà pàṣù àwọn lọ́yà pààyàn alright King's Entertainment unmute your mic please unmute your mic.
Good evening, everybody.
1 minute,
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, I'm confused anyway. I don't know. Yeah, about what is happening because Mori Baba Mohbad tó jáde lẹ́nu tó sọ pé ẹni tó bá sọ pé ọlọ́pàá ń ṣiṣẹ́ nípa àwọn ò rí pé ọlọ́pàá kankan ń ṣiṣẹ́ but I'm putting this, I don't know, because 3-second video, tá ń sọ pé tá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ yìí. There is
hold on.
I don't know because no.
Àwọn lọ́yà ti ṣiṣẹ́ láti rí ọdún pàtàkì wà ló ti rí justice o.
But question tèmi náà fẹ́ put sí bàbá ni pé ó di ẹ̀ mélòó làwọn ti lọ sí police station àbí wọ́n ti lọ sí pàǹtí lórí kéèsì ikú Mohbad wípé òkè wọ́n fàìtì ó di ẹ̀ mélòó wípé òkè ọlọ́pàá kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe lórí kéèsì ohun tí nígbà tó invite wọn làwọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ àbí.
ẹ wo bí hold on mi fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ jù ẹ má gbàgbé pé bàbá fúnra wọn ló sọ pé Thomas has told me you send the number out already. If you all could remember, he said I sent him the number of the Deputy Commissioner of Police, the head party. Baba said, káwọn pe ọlọ́pàá ọ̀gá party. Ọ̀gá party ni kó pe àwọn kó bá wọn kéde. So you should understand. You should understand his orientation in that one and what is available to him. So whatever it is, I'm not ready to start looking for who talk me down, who is talking against the police. If he thinks the police are not working, he has his own reason. That is in the limit of how he has engaged the police. But if it is in the limit of what I have been with the police, a job between you and I.
No, tell me, Mr. Yomi, ẹnìkan béèrè question, ẹ máa gbọ́ mi. Ẹnìkan béèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ wọn pé okay 3-second video yẹn ṣé àwọn ńgbà táwọn lọ rí ọlọ́pàá lánàá ṣé wọ́n béèrè pé ẹ jẹ́ káwọn kan rí nǹkan tó wà nínú kinní yẹn òun ò dáhùn question yẹn.
Ẹ ṣe bá jọ dé àti àjọdé command mi sí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n mú dààmú láti sí fóònù yẹn gangan wà. Àwọn ò béèrè báwọn fẹ́ rí níbẹ̀ he never asked that they wanted to see. He never mentioned it that I want to see the 3-second video. Never made an attempt, and I swear on my mother's grave, I swear on Mohbad in that mortuary. There was no time he said, I am the father. Whether it is Adura's film, whether it is, I have right to see. Can you please open it up? And don't forget that at the end of the day, no.
Because hello, Shane going back. Yeah.
Don't forget that when that police officer invited me to command, when I came back to tell the whole public and give you feedback, I said, the police officer said, it is not their interest. Now, ask yourself, could it mean that Damola told that police officer that I have deleted it? Is that not what he should tell me? That he said he has deleted it. But he said the commissioner of police did not ask him to look into it at all. That means from the word go, a senior police officer who apprehended Damola did not even want to see the video. But the same Damola said, I have deleted it. And is it possible for a police officer to arrest Damola and not ask for the first thing? Where is the video? Open it and let's see. That you wanted to use to defraud Mr. Yomi and you used to negotiate on behalf of Adura. That's the first thing any police officer will ask for. But I told you for free, I released the statement, I went to the commissioner of police, I said it in my press conference because I was one-on-one with that police officer. And that is to tell you all that something is in that phone that would have easily bring justice for Mohbad. And you all are sitting on social media, abusing your Fabiyi, sitting in your house, thinking that they will bring it to you and how will the police work? And you tell a crow, no later if a crow on social media. If I come and condemn me, you now want me to think you are speaking reasonably. When they keep changing, look at it now. Police officer that told me, we are not interested in that video. The couple said we should look into personation. Now Damola today, at the same command, looked into the police officer and said, I told them immediately I have deleted this. Both the 3 seconds, it's a lie. He didn't delete anything. And he has already shot himself in the leg. But that word that I deleted, Otukubare, it's homicide confession. He doesn't, and behind him, the police officer said, this boy does not even know what he's in for. I don't know who is advising him. He thinks he's just talking. When we start and we begin to see reality of life, even starting with the case in Ogba, Magistrate Court, that is when he will begin to know that I am in for a big thing, because from that Magistrate Court, that case in Ogba will be transferred to High Court very soon. It's a normal procedure. But the lawyers will not tell him because they will not want until they finish And he look at it and say, so you people push me to destroy my life. They will tell him. I'm beginning to look at, does this boy come from a family? Is it that useless for the family? And you are seeing this boy going so astray. Stay away. Do you think he will never be useful in life? Even if he doesn't know what he's doing and he wants to waste away his life, is there nobody that can say, no, don't do this? Who is advising you? Do you know what it means to be in this kind of a case and a mess? With serious documentary evidence are there before you. Now you want to start another one, which is likely to tilt towards homicide or murder. First, second day, you nígbà tí kíní Carol White yẹn ẹ máa sọ di pọ̀ ẹ máa sọ di kíní kò lè tẹ̀lé wọn nìmọ̀ ìyá yẹn nìkan ló ń dárọ̀ fún ẹ. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí rí fíìmù èmi tẹ̀mí òun kò rẹ̀ èmi torí àtẹ̀tí ìfàkọ́kọ́ di kéèsì Mohbad rárá. Ọlọ́run tẹ̀gẹ́ ní pé mo rò pé àwọn ìyàbọ̀ yẹn máa ṣe é kó máa wà ókè ní àti ìṣe kọ́kọ́. Òṣòro ní kọ́lọ́pàá bọ́ta sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ máa tẹ̀lé criminal kí wọ́n wáyé dẹ̀ máa rí wọ́n fẹ́ they want to destroy this country nìyẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé òun tẹ̀ ìfọlọ́pàá ṣe nìyẹn. Kakuku mọ̀ pé kò sófin ẹ wo rọ́dọ̀rọ̀dọ̀ tó ń ṣe ẹ kò frustrate yàn ẹ wo ẹ̀yin tèmi ojú lásán yẹn ṣe wèrè mo fẹ́ máa lọ we'll meet tomorrow but we are making serious progress.
Mr. Yomi.
All right. According to the Babadi, he was saying the police said they are not dealing with the 3 seconds video. They are not concerned with the content of that. That they are only dealing with the forgery aspect of the case. Is it true? Is it true that the police said they are not going to look into that video, that they don't want to deal with it, but they are going to deal with the forgery aspect? Is that true, or they are just giving us that excuses about the police for us to see that they are not working?
Madam Mariam, with due respect, Mr. Yomi.
Hold on, wait, bossy.
Okay.
Wait, Losi. Is it possible for the police to invite Baba Mohbad for that they want to fraud me? And if they want to fraud me with what? Is it not the same 3 seconds video? So why are they not interested? Why did they invite him? Believe me. Anybody is bringing competition towards me. And when Mohbad is going to get justice, he will get it with or without any one of us. Everybody comes back on Mohbad. When God is ready, he will bring justice through whatever he likes. Why were you invited? Because I want to go to Mecca. I've been to Jerusalem. Is that why they invited him? To come and pray for me? And hold the stick to pray for me or what? Is it not about the 3 seconds video? Don't tell the ojú wọn lọ ṣe ń gbé àdúrà kí lẹ́tọ̀ ẹ̀ transfer àdúrà lọ sí pàtì torí fraud ni àbí. If this is fraud, Damola is already facing that one in Ogba. It can never be because of that. They can't be doing 2 cases on 1 person. It's not going to work. It's because of the content of the video that it's not yet established. And they said it to them today. Police said, as it is now, this we are dealing with is the video and the content of that 3 seconds video and the extension. And police said to Damola, you have no right to even, it's not 7 seconds. We must get to the roots of that video. So whatever they have deceived them that it will come as the result of today, want to fail. We don't understand the before the meeting started, they have what they have deceived these people. And that is what they spread around to their customers. And you know those ones, they use both recklessly. And at the end of the day, they keep making a mess of themselves. They are not a voice, they are not important. They didn't wait. You have to wait before you continue to draw conclusion. They just want to go online to feed people and do nonsense. If you kill somebody, people should go pay. What is all this nonsense that people are doing? Who is it? So that is that answer to that one. When I go Supreme, we should show the two of his stuff. We make a tell that I go Fire Force on mute your mic.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yomi. I know it's been a long day for you, and I know that it has not been easy. But like I always say, you always say something that it shall be counted for. Yes, it shall be counted for you as well. Mr. Yomi, there's one thing I want you to understand. There are times that people intentionally want to frustrate one's effort. For instance, I do not want you to look at the Yoruba always say one thing. I'll use Yoruba adage. And go more dear lower Actually, if you let the chicken go to go and feed on that dirt, anything can happen to the chicken. Now, I'm going to say one thing, but I will not say it much. But let it be known to whoever knows, and let it be unknown to whoever doesn't know. You see, someone came out and said, "When the kama jonji otawa, when the kama jonji otawa, ọ̀rẹ́ ló kọ̀ tí ò gbóúnjẹ sílẹ̀, ìgbà wo náà làwa ní jonji otawa." That goes to Baba Mohbad. Despite the fact that we love him so much, that utterance made me understand his view about some things. We cannot blame him. The reason why we cannot blame him is because, when you feel like you're actually going to derive something from somewhere, and those ones are not actually doing it, then those ones that you actually think are the wrong ones are the ones that are not coming to your head. The definition of that talk is then we will rather collect it from them, meaning that we rather accept our enemies because they are giving us something than our friends. And when did that there? They won't say that he didn't say that, but I'm very sure people are listening right now. They will quote me, not today, maybe tomorrow. They will understand what I'm saying. You see, Mr. Yomi, one thing I want you to understand is people do things to frustrate one's efforts. I love your strong will. I won't lie to you. You see, this was what I discussed with Papa Riano. I think that was yesterday or overnight, or I think this morning. We discussed it. When I told him that if you are Mr. Yomi, you would have given up. When people actually come together, they put themselves together, they try to frustrate all your efforts. That's why the fact that you are trying to show them
Firefox, what you are saying, you are 100% right. They are doing it to frustrate Yomi so that you say we give up. Yomi will never give up until we get this justice. Enough is enough.
Hold on, please. Yes. You see, when people want to frustrate your efforts, they come out with different strategies. And they even came out, they said it. Yomi should leave give for him for us. We can do it without him. This, that. When you are doing nothing. But you see, they call something jealousy, envy. They said, even the jealous ones, they still envy. Even the jealous ones, they still envy. Why do you think they envy? Because they cannot be you. There's another topic I want us to talk about, but I know that will be too much right now because you have gone through a lot today. So I just want you to go and rest, refresh yourself, and just prepare yourself for another day, because another day, another chapter, because we are not going to give up. We are with you, solidly behind you, Mr. Yomi. I keep telling you that. People are not giving up on you, and people are solidly behind you. So whatever you are doing, we are watching. We trust in you. If you are doing it wrong, we tell you. But yeah, everything you have done so far, you are doing it right. So, Mr. Yomi, do not let anybody, like I said, anybody, do not even look at their side. And God is your strength. God is our strength. Only way, so, Mr. Yomi, please, do not, thank you. So do not give up, Mr. Yomi. Let me just limit it at there because there's a lot to talk about, but I don't want to talk too much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you. I have just 6 minutes left. Like
but I Yomi Kusha Gidigo is me again. Along our droughting. Don't give up. One pushing Losi police in B. Police in Bay. Come out down long mupe boyata batebati.
Don't worry, my dear sister, don't worry. We're going to be getting justice. Who meet you? Did you meet yourself? What happened? All right, guys, I'd like to take my leave and let me leave you guys to have a wonderful night rest. Don't forget.
Hello, paracetamol,
naturally, the progress report, a recap, is that the state command of the Nigerian police, which is the state CID party, that is the original command that is investigating Mohbad's case. And they now looked into the petition that I wrote, and they now harmonized it with the petition I wrote to Zone 2, and they said, you know what, bring them together, and they got the two suspects. Initially, based on that petition, Adura and Damola were meant to be suspects. But one way thing led to the other. Adura became complainant at some point, and they made me a witness. But they've corrected it, said, okay, now, as it is now, even the case in Ogba, you are a credible witness in this matter, and you are even the complainant. And whatever the case may be, all that one will still be rectified. And that in this particular one, when they brought their lawyers, they were already probably to come and say they shouldn't look into the matter, that the case is ongoing in Ogba. That was the game plan, so that they will rest the whole matter and ask Mr. Yomi not to talk about. I said, you're not getting it. I am not talking about the one who want to defraud me or the matter in any of the courts. I am talking about this new lead. And in this new lead, only a very dirty, sneaky person will say there is no legitimate grounds for police to investigate this and bring justice for Mohbad. And because it even came natural, maybe Mohbad's spirit pushed it, maybe God Almighty gifted us, it would be wrong for anybody to say, no, we'll block it. Whatever happened to them, I'm not going to be responsible. But of course, these honest police officers, they saw reason. And immediately, they said, you, Damola, if you insist that you were the one that shouted Yomi Fabiyi, where is the video you sent to him? He said he has deleted it. He said, failure not to bring it out, don't worry. When it is time you understand the meaning, you have to admit that to a statement. And they made him to put it to a statement, and none of his lawyers could resist it, because they said, for you to do this, you know what it means. And I went, they said, Mr. Yomi, you too, you have to admit the same thing to say, complain extra on this new one, including the women aspects and how we can get Omio, Ati Zomo, and all of them to come. And I wrote all the thing in my statement, and it's in the fact. So they said I should start with my additional statement to what I wrote before. And they said they're going to be, and they called all of us together, said this is the new angle, and they listed it out by the OC in that department. I said this is the new pathway to this investigation. So the case in Ogba, Adura, and Damola, you have already wear the agbada of that particular case. God help you, you are good with that one. But this one, we will investigate it, and I'm waiting. So whether Panti wants to deceive me, whether they want to do the right thing, we are waiting. But of course, they'll bring Wumi in, and I've told them she has access to the same iCloud, and she claimed out, and I'll be supplying the video to the officers tomorrow. Both where Mohbad said both Wumi and Mohbad were using the same iCloud, and where Wumi said it on the TV that she shares the same iCloud with Mohbad. Recently, she said, even in that video, that is the same iCloud I am still using. That means if Mohbad was the one that recorded the video in that phone that was sent to me, then very easy for Wumi's iCloud to bring it out, because they share the same, or she generally transfer the video to the police when they bring her in.